folks, Chris here at the Crabapple Cottage. Today I'm doing another thrift store prepping and homesteading haul. I haven't done one of these for a while. I've been really busy with other things on the garden, stuff with work, but I do have a little stash for you. Now I don't get all this stuff in one trip. What I tend to do is I shop here and there as I'm out and about and then pick up things and I put them aside, and then when I have enough I do a video for you guys and then I put them away. So let me show you what I have been picking up recently. So if you see my other videos, you know that I've been moving away from disposable plastic water bottles to single-walled metal water bottles because you can boil water in them. And honestly, it's been really awesome. I feel so much better not using those disposable plastic bottles. Yes, you can recycle them, but they were just everywhere. And so since we've been getting water bottles from the thrift store and refilling those, we haven't had to buy water either. I've been using water out of my Berkey, so that's saving us some money as well. So I have picked up 3 more of the single-walled metal water bottles recently. This one looks like it's never been used. So this is a nice one because it's got a sports top to it. So I'll have to sanitize that really well. It doesn't actually look like it's been used. It still has the tag on the bottom, so I don't know that it has really been used. So this one is nice. This was $1.99. This one is super pretty. This is $1.99. And then this little red one here was also $1.99. So 3 more of those. I would say now we probably have about a dozen, and I go through probably 6 to 8 of them a day. I refill them with water from my Berkey. I put them in the fridge, and then I grab and go so they're nice and cold. Yeah, so that's been a big change for us, so I do continue to stock those. I've also continued to pick up some kitchen implements, especially stuff that would be useful for open fire cooking, for cooking with electricity, stuff like that. I picked up this cheese grater. I didn't have a cheese grater. This was 99 cents, and it was just something that I wanted added to my manual kitchen tools, so I did pick that up. I picked up this cute little bowl for $4.99, this vintage Enamelware bowl. Really, I just got it because I really like it, but bowls like this are handy for when you're processing fruits and veggies for canning and stuff like that. So since it was cute and vintage, I picked that up as well. I've also recently been collecting grill equipment. So this set of 3 pieces was $3.99, and then actually I think it was 4 pieces. And then this little piece right here by itself was, I believe, 69 cents. So I just wanted to have a variety of tools that I can use to cook over an open flame. You want something with a long handle, something metal, wood, definitely not plastic. So I have been picking up those. I think I'm probably stocked now on my metal cooking, or my grill cooking utensils. I did find another cast iron pan. I have plenty of these now. A few months ago I didn't have any. Now I've got plenty. I feel very confident about the amount we have. I just have to use them now. So this little one was $3.99. Let's see here. Also, if you've watched any of my cooking with your preps videos, you'll notice that my large skillet was in sad condition. It didn't have a handle and it was kind of challenging to use. So I found another skillet for $6.99. This is weird. The bottom says $6.99 and the top says $7.99. I'm not sure which one I paid. But anyways, so I got this skillet to replace the one I have that does not have a handle. And I also found this slightly smaller skillet. Again, if you're going to be doing more cooking. These aren't really good for open flame, but it's still good to have a variety of pots and pans. Let's see, what other kitchen stuff did I find? Oh, I got this really large water bath canner. This was, I didn't see a price on it. It was not expensive. I cannot remember how much it was. But big water bath canner with a lid. It's got a little bit of rust on the bottom, residue, but I'm just going to use it for water bath canning. I'm not going to use it to like boil my maple sap or anything like that. So I got that. Also, I was watching Mama Bear Prepping, and Tasha, she said that one of her commenters suggested that you stock insulated jugs so that if you have a situation where you need to boil water, you can boil a whole bunch of water for the day, put it in insulated jugs, and then you have hot water to use throughout the day, so you don't have to keep boiling hot water the whole day long. So I thought that was really great advice. I did pick up some insulated jugs. The first one I found was this little $1.99 jug, and this can be used to keep water hot or cold. This was $1.99. It's got a spout on the top. We use these a lot when I Did a lot of camping as a kid. So there's that one. And then I saw a slightly bigger one. So I said, oh, that's better. So I picked this one up. This one was $3.99. Again, it has a spout, Coleman brand, $3.99. And then I was in a totally different store and I found an even bigger one. This one was $4 and it has a spigot down here, which is really nice. So I've got a nice supply of these insulated jugs. I'm going to clean those up and then I'll stick them with my preps and my camping gear, which are pretty much in the same place. So that, like I said, we can boil water in the morning for, say, coffee or oatmeal or something like that, and then we can have hot water for the rest of the day. Obviously, it's going to, by the evening, it's going to be cool, but it is going to help save you on fuel. So I did pick up those. Let's see here. What else? I found this little tub, this plastic tub, at Goodwill, I think. I can't remember how much this one is. It doesn't have a price on it either. I'm going to put some holes in this and use this as a planter in my backyard for some vegetables, probably some greens. It's not like deep enough for potatoes or anything like that, so maybe some greens. I'm always looking for large black containers to use in my garden. That's what I prefer, is black containers. I've got like all kinds of, I have buckets, I've got various pots, all kinds of stuff. I was at Goodwill and I saw this. This is a miniature snow shovel. It was $2.99 and it adjusts. It doesn't get super long, but it does get longer. And, you know, the winter season is pretty much over here in Ohio, but this is a really great prep for next winter to store in your car. So I have a snow shovel for at home, but this is something you can throw in your car. So if you get in a situation where you need to shovel your way out, you have it. So I thought that was a good little deal for $2.99. I also did pick up another one of my granny chic blankets. I love these Afghans. This is $4.99. A lot of work went into these, and I love the crazy colors. I don't know, it just makes me happy. So I picked up another one of those to go with my blankets. You really can't have enough blankets. I'm putting blankets down in my basement preps in case we have to shelter in place for nuclear war or something like that. So I want to have plenty of blankets, so I did pick that up. At Goodwill, I also found some seeds. You can find seeds at Goodwill. These are 2022 seeds, so this year. They are a white corn, white open pollinated country gentleman sweet corn. And I got 5 packs of those. They were 59 cents a piece. So 5 of those. I'll add those to my preps. I'm doing a lot of corn this year. I found this. This is kind of interesting. These are a set of 2 warmers. They're basically a little metal grate. I'll show you here. A little metal grate. And you put a little tea light under it. It has a spot for a tea light, and you can warm or keep something warm. So those were kind of cute. I got the 2 of them for $2.99, so $1.50 each. So I'll add those to my preps. I've got lots of different ways to cook, but I think it's always nice to have additional ways to cook, especially if you need to heat up more than one thing at a time. Let's see. I think the only thing I have left to show you is my books, but before I do that, because I don't want to forget, behind me I've got 2 large window screens. They're the same size. They have a large aluminum frame. I got those for $3 a piece at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. My plan is to try to air dry or sun dry some fruits and vegetables this year. Usually I use my dehydrator, but I was looking for an option in case we lose electricity. So I thought that might be kind of interesting. I can put them on a table or 4 concrete blocks or something like that and lay out fruits and veggies, and they can dry in the air in the sun. So I need to wash those up and give those a shot, metal screen on them. So we'll see how that works. That's going to be an experiment this summer. And then I've got some more books. I'm always picking up books, as you probably know. So let's see what I got here. I got 1001 All Natural Secrets to Pest Control. This will be really useful in a situation where you might have to deal with mice, ants, beetles. So it talks about things that you find in your garden, but it also talks about things that you might encounter in your house: fleas, flies, rodents, rabbits, so other small critters, all kinds of stuff. So I thought that would be a useful book for my preps. I also got the Frugal Gourmet Cooks American, so just a cookbook, but I liked this cookbook because it had a lot of like local or regional recipes, and it had a lot of recipes using like native, like what's the word I'm looking for? I guess like native or old-fashioned ingredients. So like this section here on the Plains Indians includes a bunch of recipes using foods that the Plains Indians would have used. A lot of early like frontier recipes, colonial recipes, and it also divides things up by ingredients. So like here it says maple syrup, and it has a whole bunch of recipes that use maple syrup, and I do make my own maple syrup. There's another whole chapter that's just on pumpkin and ways to use pumpkin. So this was kind of an interesting book. I liked the range of recipes, and I liked how they divided it up. Also, as a historian who has an interest in historic foodways, I thought it was pretty interesting too. So I did pick that up. This was a Goodwill, and I think their books are $3 each or something around that, $2.99 maybe. I picked up this little outdated book, but kind of cool, Survival in the Outdoors. So this has emergency shelters, finding food, finding water, keeping warm, all that bushcraft type stuff. These are always fun to pick up. A lot of times they have the same information, but sometimes you learn some additional stuff. So I got that. Let's see here. I got this book. This is to go in my medical collection. It's Massage for Pain Relief, a step-by-step guide. So I don't really do massage, but I thought this was really cool. It has instructions with pictures to show you how to use massage to relieve pain. For example, this one here that I'm looking at says for headaches in the forehead, another massage for headaches in the back of the head, for another one for headaches in the temple area. And this is kind of interesting because they're showing you not just how to massage around the face and head, but also pressure points on your wrists and that sort of thing that may help alleviate pain in other parts of your body. So I thought that was pretty cool. It also shows you different techniques of massage. So like pushing, pressing, kneading, rubbing, all types of things. So kind of a nice little book to add to my medical preps as an alternate form of treatment. Let's see. Here's another cookbook that I picked up. This is the ground beef cookbook. We use a lot of ground beef. It was relatively cheap. It's obviously gone up in price. Also, I'm planning to can some ground beef. I get a lot of ground beef from a family friend who butchers, who raises their own beef. So I just wanted a quick book that gave me some different things to do with ground beef, because we tend to do the same stuff. We do tacos, we do spaghetti, we do chili. That's mostly what we do. We do like beef stroganoff sometimes, but mostly chili tacos and spaghetti. So I wanted some different ideas, so I picked this book up. I also stock some of that Keystone canned ground beef that's already cooked in my preps, so that would be something nice to use that with to kind of come up with some different recipes. All right, the other book I picked up was the Ortho Home Gardener's Problem Solver. I'll put this with my gardening books. Again, this is just, what to do if you find your tomatoes aren't thriving or your squash has bugs or whatever. It's got pictures in it, which is nice. It tells you where different types of insects are commonly found. And so just a general problem solver for your garden. And this focuses primarily on vegetables and fruits, so edible plants. All right, almost done here. Two more books, sorry. So then I also, I was in one of my, I think it was the one I did on my prepper library, somebody commented on how I plan to take care of my pets in a situation. Do I have any medical books for my pets? And that was an interesting thought, and I don't have any medical books for my pets. So I did pick up at the thrift store this complete cat care manual. I don't know how much, it's more about like how to, well, it has, recipes in here for making your own cat food. It talks about your cat's health, so it's got different conditions, skin disorders, mouth and tooth disorders, how to administer medicine, caring for elderly cats, pregnant cats, all that sort of thing. So just a little book to give me a little bit more information on my cat in case there was a medical issue. It doesn't have a ton of medical information in it, but I actually saw another book at a used bookstore that I wanted to pick up that was more medical care for your cat, I believe. So I still need to find one for my dog, but I did pick that up to add to my preps. And then I think the last thing I have, the last book that I picked up is actually a fiction book. I've been really cognizant of the fact that if we're trapped indoors for long periods of time, or we don't have electricity and I can no longer doom scroll on Facebook or YouTube, that I might want some alternate forms of entertainment. We've got a ton of board games. We are a board game family. We've probably got 24 board games, and not Monopoly. I'm talking about like Settlers Catan, Ticket to Ride, stuff like that. But we also, I don't tend to carry a lot of fiction books. I'm more of a nonfiction reader, researcher myself. So I have been picking up some fiction books. This one is the Physic book of Deliverance Day, and I just picked this up at, actually, I don't even think this was as good as a thrift store. Actually, I think this was at my post office. It's kind of funny. My tiny little town, my village post office, there's a shelf by the window, and people put things there that they don't want, and other people just take them for free. So books, magazines. In the summertime, you'll see lots of vegetables, peppers, tomatoes, things like that. People just put things there, and other people take them. It's kind of fun. It's so hometown, guys. It's so small town America. But anyways, this book was sitting there on the window ledge, and I thought, oh, I've been wanting to read that one, and I don't really have time to read for pleasure right now, but it's always good to have books on your shelf. So I'll be adding this to my shelf. So I think that's it. That's what I picked up in my last few thrift store shopping hauls. Like I said, a lot of stuff for the home, for homesteading and prepping related. Just so, you know, I'm going to be I've really been focusing my attention not so much on the thrift store shopping. That was something that I was doing a lot of in the wintertime when you're bored and you just want to, like, get out of the house. That was kind of my go-to. That and organizing my preps. Those are the two things that I was doing a lot of this wintertime. Well, spring's here now, so I'm not going to the thrift stores. I'm working in my garden. I've been tapping maple syrup, doing all that kind of stuff. So my focus has kind of changed. So I probably won't be doing a whole lot of thrift store finds for a while. Although when garage sale season starts, I probably will pick it back up. So this will probably be the last one for a little while. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.